Hey, it's Isabel from the Assisted Living Network, and if you're looking into the RAL space, then look no further than this episode. Today, we're going to cover the first 5 steps to getting started in RAL for beginners. In the United States right now, there are 76 million baby boomers. The number one dilemma for these baby boomers? Housing. That dilemma can be your opportunity. Welcome to the Assisted Living Network podcast, where you can discover how just one residential assisted living home could secure your financial future forever. So, I've seen other videos just like this online, but I think that they're leaving out some important information. So I'm going to try to get through all of the information that I can give you in this short episode here today. Now, of course, there are 3-day trainings that show you every single thing involved in this process, and there are loads of online courses showing you everything too, but for the sake of just getting started, not everything, but the starting phase, here are the first 5 steps. Number 1, you've got to research your area. You need to do your market analysis. Who lives there? We are not looking for the seniors. We are looking for the daughter Judy. So your demographic research is going to help guide you on this level. Not only do we want to know who lives in this area, but how many assisted living beds already exist. Are they brand new big boxes or older abandoned buildings that don't have many seniors in them anymore? What are we dealing with? This is better known as the McDonald's method. And if you're in the restaurant industry, McDonald's is not playing a food game. They're playing a real estate game. And they're going after criteria that will guarantee make them successful in that specific location. Well, big boxes are playing that game too. They're also looking for the best locations. So what do we want to do? Follow their lead. If a brand new big box is being built in your neighborhood or community, that is a great sign. Follow the money. So researching the area is about demographics, big boxes, and third, it's about density. How full are the care homes that are already there in your area? Because if they're all sitting empty, that's not a good sign. We need to determine the rates and the availability and the current options. These 3 things really help paint the picture if this is a good community or not for your new residential assisted living project. Notice that all of that was done before going on the MLS or Zillow to look for a home. You see, many people want to jump to the fun part, right? They're like, I want to shop for the home, but they haven't done all the work leading up to it. And then they call me 6 months after opening and they say, why am I not getting leads? Why aren't my beds full? I thought the silver tsunami was coming. Why aren't my rates as high as you said I could? I thought the cost of care was continually increasing, but they're located completely incorrectly. They didn't take the time to do the not so fun part, the research, before they jumped right in. Ouch. That could be $1 million mistake that I do not want you to make, okay? Second step is to look up the zoning and the rules of the game. What is or is not allowed in the area is going to be so important for you to know. You need to know that, as it will guide you on choosing the right location once again. If you're going to need to apply for a variance or a conditional use permit, you're going to need to know that up front so that you can bake that time into your proposed timeline. You'll also want to know the steps involved to see if this is something you can do on your own, or do you need to involve a legal team. Your state DHS website will list all of the licensed RAL homes in your area, the directory of homes. Now, it may not be called RAL in your area, likely it's not, so finding the exact term that is used will be important for you. Make sure you know exactly what you're searching for. And once you've got the directory, you can start seeing what others are charging and maybe even go visit and see their amenities and ask about their wait lists, if any. See if everyone has shared bedrooms or private bedrooms. Do they have a private chef? Does the administrator live and work in the home, or are they running it more professionally, more hands-off? all of this information is important for you. You are in that information gathering phase. The specific information you're gathering will help you determine which level of the home you are able to provide and what is the ceiling of what you can charge in the area and what amenities you want to consider or which maybe you want to skip. You need to understand the localized industry you're entering. It's one thing to know stuff. It's another thing to see stuff. You got to go out there and see. So researching online heavily in this phase, but also boots on the ground, both of those research are going to guide you to make the right choice for location for your property as, you're just getting started. Next, it's time for you to start raising the capital to do your project. You need to outline what the cost of the real estate will run for you, what the cost of the projected revenue will be, or if you're custom building from the ground up, the cost of the land plus the full build out. What things are you going to need in regard to FF&E, furniture, fixture, and equipment? And of course, at least 2 to 3 months of carrying costs. All of these projections need to be built into a pro forma and loaded into your business plan. And this will help you on your process because more than likely you don't want to use your own money, right? To get started. I didn't. I don't know why you would. And I guess if you do, you can just skip this section, right? But I always encourage people, even if you have your own money, to raise money for your RAL project and use your money for something else. There are so many people not getting returns on their money and they'd be happy to be a private lender for you. This is a great chance for you to present to them a plan that makes sense and helps them accomplish their goals financially while you get to keep your own money and still do your project. Creating your business plan is a daunting task, I know, but you've done the research, so you should know the area you want to be in and the projected timeline based on variance or applying for any particular special uses of that land. You should also know what the rates are. So in turn, what you'll likely be charging, right? You've determined the rules of the game. You know how many residents you can have and what the square footage needs to be because that DHS website with all the information, it's there for you. So you really already have all the pieces to get your numbers down to see what the projected cost of the real estate in that area is and then what it will take to get it where you want it. And with this business plan, you can start the conversation with investors and simultaneously be looking for that property. We have a profitability calculator tool that you can use to start building out these numbers. I'll throw the link in the show notes so you can check that out. But this helps you determine if a deal will work for this or not. Once you've raised the capital, you can start officially putting in offers. But this is all a little chicken before the egg. Everything at this stage is kind of happening at once. Next, you want to start marketing the home. It is so important to start this before you begin the renovation or even buy the house. You want to start putting the word out there and building the buzz. You'll need a beautiful website and some hard copy marketing materials like brochures and business cards, flyers, things of that nature. All of this will help you so when you're getting closer to opening day, the word has already gotten around and you have people moving in right away. Most of the information online I see about starting a care home doesn't mention this important step, but this is the difference between people who wait 1 year to be full with residents and start cash flowing and the people who are full in 60 to 90 days and cash flowing before the 6-month mark hits. Big difference, baby. Marketing is the key, and it will also help you to start finding the staff for your home too, getting that word out there. It's never too early to start interviewing people who may want to work in your home. The relationships you build in this industry, they will last you the entirety of your time in the industry. So make sure you're starting out strong. You never have a second chance to make a first impression, so go befriend all the other care home owners. Go join forces with local synagogues and temples and churches. Go get on the books with the local geriatric doctors, nurses, and medical professionals. If there are local placement agents in your area, Make sure that they know your name and what you're planning to do. And if you get someone amazing who you want to come work for you, then start that conversation and maybe pay them a small fee to hold on to them as you are getting up and running. But overall, you need to understand that you must start marketing now. All of this will save you a lot of money and time in the long run. Trust me, and you will thank me later. I know it. The fifth and final step is to acquire the real estate. This is the easy part for many real estate investors, but if you've never bought a property before, get with a local real estate agent or use one from our amazing RAL certified real estate agent list. They know exactly what to look for and can help you with the process. There are about 1 million more steps to opening your first RAL home, but these first 5 are so important for you not to skip or go out of order. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if learning about opening a residential assisted living home is important to you, make sure that you get registered for one of our upcoming 3-day fast track events. You won't believe what's left to be learned. And don't forget to like and share this episode and follow us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Thanks for listening to the Assisted Living Network.